This is Florida Natural Farming at Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm. I'm just going to check some fruit. I've been waiting for this jackfruit to ripen up for me, but it's not there yet. I got a couple of Kwai Muk left that I'm gonna pick soon. I see the wood ducks. Wood ducks are all in the pond. They're so beautiful. Took 7 years for the wood ducks to come back to this pond. It's 6 years, I guess. So they'd never been here before, and letting everything grow up around it and letting the duckweed grow in the pond, they showed up. I love them. Been very lush here. Lush. I like how they all hide. They don't like to be looked at. They've gotten used to me. Makes me wonder what would happen if people stopped like mowing around their ponds and stuff. The different wildlife that would move back into the ponds that we just ignore, basically. Don't provide a home for it. Mow right down to the edge of the thing and then put algicide in the pond to kill the duckweed that the ducks need to eat. But I'm not gonna ramp up about that stuff today. I'm gonna look at my Kwai Muk tree because I know that I left a fruit on here yesterday that looked like it would be perfectly ripe today, and I see that it's gone. And I see one more that I need to get. Oh, I see a couple fruit. Never mind. There they are. This looks perfectly ripened. And that one looked like it needed to be picked and it fell off in my hand, so maybe one of them fell off. I know there's some more on here, I think. But I think that's pretty much the end of the Kwai Muk season. It's my favorite fruit, very delicious. Delicious fruits. So I guess this is my last post I'm going to do as a organic certified farm. Any videos I make and post after today, October, or no, it's November now, 5th or 6th, I will not be certified organic. I sent in my intention to not renew with the National Organic Program. And we're just going to be Biodynamic Demeter certified. So we're still internationally certified, but I don't have to deal with the National Organic Program USDA stress. And as soon as I sent in that thing, it was like, what a relief, because as soon as you check renew, it takes you to another section of paperwork that you have to fill out for the organic certification. And if you hit, I do not wish to renew, then you don't have to fill out anything else. Oh. I already did my biodynamic inspection for the year, so I'm pretty much set. I probably have some paperwork to fill out and probably have fees to pay to the biodynamic certifiers, but that's it. Very easy, zero stress program. So I've been planting these little aroids out here, and this is the Philodendron meme. This is a meme cutting. Philodendron meme. I've noticed it to be a climber. So hopefully it'll climb up this coconut tree. I think I'm going to walk to the back, look at the mangoes. I saw that this Kwai Muk tree is flowering yesterday. No, there it is. These little tiny yellow things, those are flowers that are probably going to drop off because they should be white. This is a seed-grown tree that fruited last year, but this year it did not hold any fruit. Flowered, but did not sit any fruit at all. But we had a horrible drought, and we dry farm everything, so everything is, not watered. And this is kind of right next to a path that gets mowed, which is, it's never a good spot for growing fruit trees. At least here, the only mowed parts of the yard is the path and along the driveway. So I have a path that goes from the house to the front of the property to the back of the property, the full length of the property, and that's what I'm taking now. Been doing the tea videos, the tea leaf. I believe that's where the future of this potential source of revenue is for this farm. People are just now catching on. Look at all these orchids that are getting ready to bloom. You see flower spike. They look good. Catching on to how important the other fruit leaf has been to indigenous cultures and discovering the medicinal qualities of the fruit leaves, the different fruit leaves. And I make tea from them. And I'm gonna start freeze drying some of them to practice. I just started practicing doing the fruit leaf fresh shipping, and I haven't really gotten any results back. From one of them I did, it was good, but I'm still waiting on a couple more sources for that to see what they thought, if I get a response. I'll find out, I guess. But they shipped good short distance, I know that. Just looking at this cacao tree. This has flowers on it again. It fruited for the first time last year. This is seed-grown cacao. Cacao is, you know, what they make chocolate out of, and for those that don't know. And we're a biodynamic rare tropical fruit farm, so of course, cacao is one of the trees we strive to grow here and do grow and produce trees that produce fruit from seed in 5 years. And we have all kinds of sizes of trees, from little tiny trees from seeds from that fruit from this year to a year old to almost 2 years old, which is these trees back here. Various sizes of cacao. I haven't gone into depth on the cacao tree leaf, but I'm gonna get around to it. I'm gonna do, whoops, sorry, deer fly was attacking me. I'm gonna do the orchard floor identification of the species, because a lot of the species in the orchard floor are not only native but medicinal. So I make tea from the leaves of plants from the orchard floor with my tropical fruit leaf teas. So Cha-Cha, this was the reason we started this farm, was for Garcinia humilis. And we started fruiting that for the first time 2 years ago. So hopefully 2023 will be our 3rd year fruiting that. Sorry, deer flies are attacking me. There's cacao. All grown the same way. Dry farmed. Minimal inputs. Low nitrogen inputs. Basically applied year round in microscopic amounts. This little Adamoya seedling in here. I love saying it's doing that. See the tree? Of course you do. Probably still don't see it. I see it. I see a little pigeon pea right here, and then I see a little Adamoya tree right here. It's a Garcinia humbromiana, a male tree. the seashore mangosteen. I just did a fruit leaf tea, and this is one of the leaves I did them. So I like heat water up, and then I do two of each leaf, and then I put the half the leaves in of each tree leaf that I have in the hot water almost to a boil, and then let it sit on the counter, and then I let it cool for several hours till it's room temperature, and then I put the other leaves, the other half of the tree leaves in them so they're unboiled, and then refrigerate it. And that's what I make my tea out of. And I noticed the teas, they really have helped me. And they've helped my partner also. So they do work. That's why I kind of keep pushing them. And they're amazing effects they can have on your overall well-being. So I'm up to like 920 subscribers on YouTube. I've never thought in my wildest dream that I would be up to that number ever. Thank you, everyone. These cashews are looking good. These are year-old seedlings. This is the heliconias that I divided last winter when they went through all that drought, and then now they're finally starting to poke up and look good. Took about a year. Here's one here. The drought during the summer did not help them at all. That cashew is looking good there, right there. Look at her. This is like deer fly central right here. Are the worst flies ever? No, they must be trying to bury some egg in you. They're just gross. Surprised the zebus are unaffected by them. They don't seem to even land on them, but they like to land on me and my hands, my old skin. Urgh. The air smells incredible, in case you didn't know that. For some reason, nobody's been burning, which is swell, because the air can smell very, very nice here. Clean. Unless somebody's burning, of course. Then it's a different story. Stuff's looking okay. Citrus looks great. These are like, I think, 2 years from seed, this citrus. It's our Miko lemon. So the lychees are looking good. All these lychees. Of course, we never get any fruit off our lychees because of the birds, but oh well. Eventually we will, probably when they get big. They won't be able to see all the fruit, but they're not big yet. The mangoes are looking good. There's the neighbors. There used to be a forest that they turned into that. I don't see tons of dragon fruit on that. That thing needs to like jump or whatever. The mangoes look good. I would like them to be fleshed out right now, but some of them are. They came back good from the drought. Of course, the drought never seems to affect mangoes in Florida that I've been able to see. Not like some of the other trees. As long as your orchard floor is looking healthy, your trees are going to be healthy. That's the beauty of a living orchard floor. You know how your tree is going to do. If it's growing in something like this, you know, that's unwatered or anything, then chances are your tree is going to prosper. We got about 250 trees, mango trees, you know. More than half of them are this age, so the younger side, so 2-year-old, going on 3 years old next year, from 3 gallons, small 3 gallon, all dry farmed, everything's grown the same way. Mangoes have never been watered here. Even when we watered some of our grafted trees, the mangoes were never connected to the water. They didn't need it. They're doing pretty good. There's a little gem mango. This is Valkyrie mango. They look good. I have a feeling we're gonna have a good mango. This is one mango that froze. Just the top, and the leaves are still attached to the tree. We've had some weather. We had Ian come through here, so it's not like they couldn't have got blown off. I just find that fascinating. I have some pigeon pea finally coming up back here that I've thrown a lot of stuff back here, but pigeon pea is finally coming up back here. Good. My friend Frank turned me on to pigeon peas. Thank you, Frank. This little pine forest is brand new. It's like growed up since we've been here. I see some pigeon pea in here though. That's good. I didn't notice it before. I've got little trees I've planted through here, but good luck finding them. I just don't walk on it. This is mostly cotton candy. This actually cotton candy froze, and the one back there froze. Could still see remnants of it, but this one didn't freeze and actually produce fruit, and that one didn't freeze. That one didn't freeze. This one didn't freeze. Some grapevines growing on here though, which I don't like. Get off my trees, please. Mangoes are tough, I'm telling you. Incredible trees. It's the ice cream mango. This mango had a flower on it last month, but I don't I don't see any flowers on it now. This particular tree has produced 3 crops for us in 1 year. It's ice cream mango that froze, half of it, but the froze part fell off, I see. This tree is getting huge. Valencia Pride had a lot of mangoes this year. As a carry tree, it's huge. Big blob. Big giant blob. This is Coggshall, I think. That's Coggshall. Here's a ice cream. There's a carry. Carry. And then an ice cream. I think ice cream back there. Philancetia. Got some longans planted in here, and I've planted a lot of garcinias through here. I'm just starting to plant out this area around the edges. I used to have it as pasture, but I've started planting in there. I'm gonna plant more in there. This is a pasture right here. We rotate it. They're not on it at the moment. But I planted a bunch of cashews back here, and most of them kept freezing back. But one seems to have made it finally from last year. It's right there. So I imagine there's some others, I just don't see them. This is like sweetheart. This tree hasn't flushed out. I wish it would. But it looks great. Oh yeah, it's starting to now, finally. Good. That's a peach cobbler. This is peach, the other peach one. I forget the name of it. That's lemon zest. That one there is pickering. I can't really look at them because of the sun. Anyway, it's Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm. I hope you have a beautiful day. This is our last organic video.